if our first bird is ready to come join us. Manway, are you up there, big guy? Manway, come on, big guy. Here he comes.
Here he comes, look.
He's feeling your enthusiasm, guys. Whoa. There he goes. Super. Well, thanks for coming, guys. Hope you enjoyed our flying demonstration over here today. Just kidding. What kind of bird is Manway up there? Can you guys see him?
Golden eagle.
Bald eagle. Yes. Who's seen a bald eagle before in the wild? We're lucky. We have a ton of them in BC, which is here at the Raptors. We are quite lucky. We can bring these guys up a whole lot closer. Hey, big guy, coming down for one of his favorite toys. So this is, in fact, the 17-year-old male. It takes these guys anywhere between 5 and kind of 8 years before they get that full iconic white head and tail. And that white head and tail is a sign of maturity. It's telling other eagles they're ready to go, well, eagle dating, I guess. And so like we were saying, a lot of us have seen bald eagles in the wild here. We have a ton of them, but a quarter of the world's population of bald eagles here in British Columbia. Wasn't always the case though. Back in the 50s and 60s, we were using a pesticide in the environment called DDT. A lot of us are familiar with this story. DDT didn't kill eagles and other raptors directly. It would cause eggshell thinning. So a bird like this would go sit on their nest. They'd squish their eggs. So of course, eagle numbers and other raptor numbers were decimated. We figured out what the problem was. We banned DDT back in the 1970s, and eagles have been steadily increasing ever since. It's a great success story, able to help bring these guys back from the brink. However, we've done such an effective job of bringing these guys back, they have become a little bit of a nuisance at landfills recently. A recent landfill on the coast here reported 3,000 eagles at the facility in one day. That is more eagles at one landfill than we used to have in all of British Columbia. Guys, what's their absolutely favorite food? Fish, salmon, absolutely. So we're gonna see if Manway can show off some of his fishing skills today. How big guy? Here he comes. Watch closely, guys. Sharp eyesight, think of Hawkeye, Eagle Eye. These guys see faster, further, and clearer than we do. They also have that sharp downward curved beak for ripping and tearing into raw meat. These guys are carnivores that eat raw meat, nothing else. And then of course those 2 feet with those 8 sharp, powerful talons, that's how these guys catch their food. Their feet are their main weapons. That's the eagles, the hawks, the owls, and the falcons. All right, buddy, one more flight. This guy's a master of conserving energy. You might notice how low he's been getting to the ground on some of these flights. Oh, good boy. Taking advantage of what's called the ground effect. Pretty much, he gets lower to the ground than his wingspan, he pushes the air against the ground, and it helps push him back up. All right, thank you, Manway. He's gonna have. So we're gonna meet another bird who's gonna join us from the back this time, and we're gonna see if the lovely Tawari wants to come join us. Tawari, are you back there, big girl? Sweetie, hop. Here she comes, guys. Watch closely. Hop. Oh. Well, she caught it, but she knows how gravity works. This is the lovely Tawari. Tawari is a Harris's hawk. These are incredible for lots of reasons. Oh yeah, we're also going to get a lot closer, guys. So remember, ducking, hold on to children, etc. Hi. Hi, big girl. Hi. Whoa. So these guys are awesome for lots of reasons. But one of the main reasons they're so interesting and so many falconers work with them is because these guys are social. They actually live and hunt in packs, in social groups. Most raptors they nest in pairs. They don't actively hunt as a unit, as a team, which is incredible. So because they're so social, these guys have become the most popular falconry bird in kind of Western falconry in the last 80 to 100 years or so. So pretty much any of the different sites that we work at, any different sites we work at, we typically have several Harris hawks there. And if whatever the nuisance species gets kind of particularly bad, we are able to potentially fly several Harris hawks at the same time to help kind of coordinate attacks. So these guys, again, you typically find them, like I said, Southern states, Central South America, they are kind of a semi-arid, so kind of like a desert bird is where we're often seeing these guys. And to be able to, I guess they don't have all these lovely tall trees. So what I'm getting at is they don't have all these lovely tall trees to sit on or telephone poles quite the same. And so they'll often do what's called backstanding or back perching. Whereas a female like Tawari here will find a nice tall cactus or a snag. Oh, we're going to have a good one here. Sorry, come on, big girl, let's go!
Here she comes.
Watch out.
Oh, good girl. Tawari is so comfortable with people, as you can tell. He's a bit of a hairdresser here. They're just social in general. That's why they are so incredible in the falconry world. So what we're going to show off in a second here is the different hunting strategies that these guys can show off or can do. So we saw when Tawari came in how that lovely long tail and long wings, but the long tail especially gives them incredible maneuverability. So on the way in, you can see how she can almost go straight vertical to chase after something. So they can catch little birds, nab little birds directly out of the air. Up. Here she comes.
Whoa.
She just knows. She just like, I got it. That's gonna go on the ground. So she can put things in the air, but how they work as a team, the interesting part especially is how these guys work as a team, is typically it's the male, but Tori doesn't mind showing it off. They often will act as flushers on the ground. Good girl, good girl. They're actually quite comfortable on the ground. And they'll flush prey as a team. So the males typically will actually actively run along the ground, flush prey, and then the rest of their teammates waiting on the wings, will act as essentially wingmen. They're going to come down and take down larger prey together. So on their own, they can lab little guys, but as a team, much larger prey. One more, Tori, or are you heading off? What do you think? She's like, one more. Okay, one more. Up. Good girl. Oh! Did you do a backflip? If we look up to our left, we're going to see if the lovely goblin wants to come join us. Or Gobby. Goblin! Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Good boy. Oh, my God. We're still learning on sticking those landings. This is the lovely goblin. He is a black vulture. He is only, I think, 5 months old now. He was hatched earlier this year. We've been working with him for a couple of months down here at the flying field already. He's just starting to do demonstrations. So he's still trying to figure out what we're trying to get him to kind of show off when he is down here. But we love vultures for lots of reasons. Absolutely. But what do vultures typically like to eat, guys? Carrion. Dead things. Yeah, well, fish if they're dead. Absolutely. These guys are scavengers. And they're incredibly efficient scavengers. Our vulture that we have here, I'm going to focus a little bit on the vulture that we have here, of course, because we're more common, of course. We're more comfortable with the turkey vultures, what we know here. These guys, we'll get to them in a minute, but turkey vultures here, hopefully we'll see a few showing up during the demonstration. Turkey vultures are awesome for lots of reasons. Is still better than ours, but vultures, especially turkey vultures, turkey vultures are amazing. You can actually see right through turkey vultures' heads. These guys a little bit less so. Vultures can smell, and they can smell dead things. In the case of turkey vultures, they can smell dead things up to 4 kilometers away. So when you see a turkey vulture soaring around here, they are looking, but they're smelling for dead stuff. Black vultures have an even cooler way to find food. They follow turkey vultures. Can't practice that anymore. Anyway, our vulture populations are they're so healthy here though, including our vultures. I'm surprised we haven't been joined by any of our turkey vultures today. Gobby, he dropped it out here. He's a little natural. He's gonna head off the flying field. You can actually see him. He's quite comfortable on the ground when he does get out here running. I'm gonna let's go. I'm not gonna go for a jog. Come on, let's go. You can see how comfortable he is, even relative to. You gonna come up, buddy? Come on, what's this? Oh my goodness. We'll try that again. That was too cute. All right, so we're going to be joined by another bird. If we have any more questions, we're happy to take them, but I think we're going to be joined from the right-hand side by the lovely JC. JC, you're over there, big guy. Oh, you are. Hi. Hi. Oh, hello. Are we just going to fly right by? I'm just like, I go everywhere. Hi, JC. So, what kind of bird is JC? Does anyone know? Barn owl, yes. And next up question, where do you guys think barn owls like to live? What else lives in barns? Cows, but nice, right? That's nice. So bed and breakfast for these guys. But of course, there were barn owls before there were barns. These guys are kind of secondary cavity nesters. So you're typically finding them in those buildings, but they will often nest in trees as well, old trees, old woodpecker holes. So, like we were already saying though, these guys are primarily mousers. And so, I guess the next question is, when do owls typically hunt? When do we see them? Nighttime, yeah. Primarily nocturnal. And to be able to hunt at nighttime, these guys I would like to joke about as having superpowers, because, well, they kind of are superpowers. They're pretty amazing. First one, they have 3 actually. First one, their eyes. Their eyes are huge. Some species of owl, up to 70% of their skull is eye. Their whole head is essentially eye. Their eyes are so large, they are fixed inside their sockets. So unlike you guys, they can keep rolling your eyes at all my amazing dad jokes. This guy here can't. He has twice as many vertebrae in his neck, like the rest of the birds, and they can turn their heads 3/4 of the way around. So pretty amazing maneuverability in their heads. So eyesight, first one. Second one, hearing. Their ears are amazing, but they're different than ours. Owls are definitely known for their hearing, but their ears are different. JC, come on. So essentially one ear is higher and forward facing. The other ear, yeah, thank you. The other ear is a bit farther down and more rear facing. Keep coming. And so essentially what happens, I know, selective hearing though. And so what generally what happens is essentially by having offset ears, when sound hits their ears, the timing of that sound is a little bit off, a little bit different. And they can use that slight difference to kind of help triangulate dinner. JC, come on. So how well these guys hear roughly at about 30 feet away, 10 meters, these guys can hear a mouse's heartbeat or a beetle walking on the ground at 10 meters. It's absolutely incredible. JC, I usually like to joke about JC getting so close that he can probably hear your thoughts, but he's not getting close today. He's gonna keep going. I'm gonna need your help, Lindsay. You gotta come help, please. Thank you. Come on over. That's how silent these guys are when they're flying. They look softer than the other raptors. They are softer. This is by design. They actually have a layer of fuzz on all their feathers, and on their flight feathers they have a kind of a frayed or comb-like edge. So while these guys are flying, they're not as fast, they're not as agile. Owls have kind of given up speed and agility to be ambush hunters. So how an owl hunts typically looks, listens, pounces on their prey. In this case, just disappears entirely. Come on, JC, let's go. You guys do want to meet one more bird, I'm guessing, right? Yeah. Does anyone know what the fastest animal on the planet is? Cheetah. Release the cheetah. Cheetahs, for some context though, for the longest time we actually knew cheetahs as the fastest animal. We're going to get to paragraphs, but yes, cheetahs, for the longest time we knew, they can go 120 kilometers an hour on land. That's amazing, that's incredibly fast. Some of the fastest birds in level flight without a tailwind include things like pigeons. Pigeons can go 100 kilometers an hour without any tailwind. Pigeons, rats with wings, like amazing athletes. Peregrine falcons have learned that pigeons are tasty. And so to catch one, you have to dive at it. And sometimes when peregrine falcon is diving, they can hit speeds well over 300 kilometers an hour. So the entire group of falcons are all known for their speed. They're all incredibly quick. And we're going to be flying one of my favorites, so a cousin of the peregrine falcon, hunts very similar. We're going to be flying a species that is the original falconry bird. So 4,000 plus years ago, when people started working with birds of prey, saker falcons are the falcons they work with. So you typically find these guys kind of Middle East, North Africa, and they kind of breed up into Mongolia, up to the steppes. And we're going to play a little game to highlight how these guys and how peregrine hunters chase and hunt things. The game is he's going to try to touch this lure that's meant to mimic a bird. The game starts when, essentially, I show it to him, but don't let him touch it. That's to hone his hunting skills, is to keep him enriched. That being said, if he touches the lure at any time, the game he wins. That's the whole point. I'll talk more about him when he is down here, but we are going to look up to our left, and we're going to see if the absolutely incredible Arrow is up there. Arrow, are you up there, big guy? Arrow, Arrow! Here he comes. Holy, he's fast today. Okay, he's not that fast. He's not quite that fast. Hi. Cheeky boy. So long pointed wings, really fast wing beats. Keep going, keep going. So what these guys are doing is using speed, but also reinforced chest bone to try to come down and hit their prey so hard they either knock them unconscious or kill them on impact. Good job, buddy. Keep going, keep going, keep going. If they haven't killed their prey on impact, they will actually try to... Oh, that was close. All right, buddy, come around. Hey! They'll actually have an exceptionally strong beak. Falcons all have an exceptionally strong beak. Oh, here it comes, guys. Watch closely. Oh, good job. Oh, you got it stuck on your head, you cheeky boy. You got it. Let me fix it for you. Let me fix it for you. You cheeky boy. There you go. Oh, I know. He's like, to the fence. All right. Hold on. Can I fix that for you, buddy? There you go. You're fine. I'm not going to take it from you. So, you can see how these guys can catch things similar to Tuari, similar to Manway, catching them with their feet. Yeah, let's stay seated, guys. Let's give them space. I wouldn't get between, back to that beak. Exceptionally strong beak, little notch in that beak called the tomial tooth. It helps their beak fit perfectly kind of into the neck of their prey. So if they haven't killed their pigeon on impact, they follow it to the ground, and they insert that beak in there and sever their spinal cords. These guys are built like assassins. They don't want to wrestle with prey because if you break a feather or a bone kind of in your altercation, you won't be able to go as fast the next time to be able to catch your dinner. All right. So that does bring us to the end of our flying demonstration, guys, and I hope it inspired you guys to keep your eyes skyward. These guys are incredibly important to our environment, and a lot of them being kind of the top predator in their environment, they kind of act as the barometer for their ecosystem. They let us know the health of that ecosystem. We do have some encounters running out.